Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be doing a Kylie Jenner inspired makeup tutorial. I saw this picture right here on Instagram and I thought it'd be perfect for Valentine's Day. So I'm going to recreate it on my friend Emma. Keep in mind it is a recreation, not an exact duplicate. It's just kind of inspired by that look, but yeah, so if you want to see how to get it, then just keep on watching. I'm just starting here by moisturizing her face, and then afterward I'm going to be going in with Maybelline's Baby Skin Primer to prime the skin. After I am done priming the face, I'm going to go in with Maybelline's Matte and Poreless Foundation. This is my absolute favorite right now. It just looks flawless. I'm applying like 2 coats. She is pretty fair, but I believe I used a mixture of 110 and a little bit of 115. I believe 110 is the lightest shade they have. After I apply that second coat of foundation, I'm going to go in with a foundation stick, also from Maybelline. I will list the shade down below, but I'm just using this to cream contour her face. This will ensure that it stays all night long if you set it with a powder, and it will just increase the longevity, so she's going to be looking good all night long. And after I've placed down all that cream contour, I'm going to be blending it out with the same beauty blender from earlier. I'm trying really hard to dab, but I do swipe it a little bit toward the center of her face just so it's not like still a harsh line there. As you can see, this shade, oh, I can't talk. This shade is a lot darker than her skin tone, but it works out really, really well just because these sticks blend out amazingly. After I have blended out all that contour, I'm going to go in with a slightly salmon tinted moisturizer, no, concealer underneath her eyes, and I'm dragging a little bit onto the lid as well, just to counteract any darkness underneath her eyes and on her lid as well. And after I have color corrected a little bit, I'm going to go in with that same 110 foundation. I didn't have a concealer quite light enough for her, so I'm just going in with that foundation to brighten up the areas that I want to bring forward on the face, which includes underneath the eyes and the cheekbone area, on the bridge of the nose, on the forehead, and on her chin. After I have blended it all out, I'm going to quickly set the under eyes with my e.l.f. High Definition Setting Powder with that same beauty blender to avoid any creasing. And I'm going to go ahead and set all the areas I put concealer. In addition to setting the face, I am going to bake underneath her contour just to sharpen it up a little bit. I absolutely love doing this. It is a great way to fix any mistakes you made, just to make it look cleaner. And we know that Kylie Jenner's makeup artist baked the shit out of her face, so we gonna do it. Look, Emma's down. Now taking that same powder, I'm just taking a big fluffy brush and dusting it over her face in the areas that we didn't already, just to ensure that all of that liquid foundation is set in place. And then I'm going in with this Revlon, I think it's a pressed foundation. I will find the shade and list it down below, but it is perfect to set her contour. So I'm just gonna bring color back to those places we put color down before and make sure she is nice and warmed up in the face. After I have set all those contour places, I'm going to go in with this powder palette. It's like a powder brow palette from Pixi Cosmetics, which I find at my Target. I'm going in with the two darkest colors, kind of a mixture of the two. I'm using the black on the outer tail of her brow, and I'm using the dark brown in like mixed in with that, and I'm using just the dark brown like toward the center of her face more, just so that it doesn't look all so stark and dark. But she does have dark hair, so we are using dark colors here. And then later I'm going to go in and clean up underneath the brows with some concealer and a small detail brush. And after I clean up underneath the brows with that concealer, I'm just dragging it down and putting more concealer on her lid to prime for eyeshadow. And then I'm going to set the eyelids with that same e.l.f. high definition powder to ensure that all our eyeshadows blend flawlessly on top of it. Here I am just setting her eyebrows with a clear mascara. You can use a brow gel for this, but clear mascara works pretty much the same to me. I'm sure there are amazing brow gels out there, but for a poor makeup artist, this is what I use. So yes, this will keep her eyebrows on all night long. I saw her the next day and brows were still on fleek, let me tell you. Now going in with those two shades from a Morphe blush palette. It's their 9-pan blush palette. I am going to be taking a big fluffy Morphe MB23 blending brush, and I'm just dusting that in her crease. I'm kind of concentrating it on the outer corner, and then I'm bringing it in and concentrating it on the inner corner as well. Now I'm just going back in with a little bit more, and I'm just darkening it up. Kylie Jenner had a very like mauve, rosy color scheme going on, and I'm trying my best to match that. You'll see it's kind of brighter than hers is until I go in and add colors later on that are a little darker. But right here I'm taking the more purple shade that is in the blush palette, and I'm concentrating that on the inner and outer corners of her eye. Now on that same pencil brush I was just using, I'm just dragging those same two initial transition colors we used. I think I probably grabbed some of the purple as well. Kind of just mixing them all together and running it along her lower lash line so it's not completely bare. Now I'm dipping into my Lorac Pro palette, and I'm taking the color light pink on a flat shader brush, and I'm just packing that all over the lid, and then I'm going to go in and redefine some of the darker colors we put in the crease and inner and outer corner. But I wanted the lid to be like a light pink, not a white, but a light pink, because I'm pretty sure that's how Kylie's makeup was. I don't know, it's kind of hard to tell from pictures, but that's what we gonna do. Here I'm going in with the color Mauve from that same Lorac Pro palette, and I'm taking a pencil brush just to redefine those inner and outer corners. I'm kind of deepening it up a little bit. It's not such of bright of a pink, We're just making it more rosy, more mauve-y, a little bit more sophisticated than like bright pink would be, you know what I'm saying? So yeah. After I'm done with that, I'm going in with the color Pink Champagne from the Lorac Pro palette as well. And I'm putting that on with a small shader brush, but then I go ahead and use my fingers just to intensify it a little bit. I just wanted to add a little bit of glitter, a little bit of pop of color, not pop color, but like shine to the center of her lid. Then I'm going to go in with my Maybelline Line Studio, or not liquid, gel liner with my e.l.f. liner brush, and I am winging her liner. Then I'm going in with that same Morphe blush palette. These are so pigmented, and on Emma's pale skin, it just looks cray-cray, so don't worry. Blending is key. Blend it away. Don't worry if you get too much on there. It's fine. But I'm kind of just going for a rosy, peachy, those aren't the same color of pink. I don't really know. Just a pink blush, basically. And I'm making sure to blend it all out with a stippling brush, and then I'm going in with a bigger, fluffy brush to blend it all out even more. Here I am going in with a Physicians Formula highlighter. I'm not sure what it's called, but it's just like a block of different colors, which I really like because it's great for different skin tones. And I'm highlighting her cheekbones, the center of her nose, and the tip of her nose, and her cupid's bow as well. Now I'm just popping on some false lashes. These are from Salon Perfect. I'm not sure of the number, but I can find it and list it below. I know there is some liner transfer on her left eye there, but I fix it later, don't worry. Now I'm going in and lining her lips and kind of filling in her whole lip actually with this Palladio lip liner. This brand is very inexpensive and I actually really like their lip liner, so check it out. It's like a drugstore product. And after that, I'm going to be going in with a NYX liquid, what are they called? Matte lip creams? Yes, matte lip creams in the color London, I believe. It's kind of a mauve brown, and I thought it was the perfect shade to finish off this look. So I am just adding that on top. And I know that her left bow is a little bit higher than the other. That's what happens when you work on like one side of someone's face. Lesson learned. But let's all move past it. Okay. So here is the finished look, you guys. I thought it turned out absolutely amazing. She looked stunning. If you guys like this video, if you like before and afters, makeup transformations, tutorials in general, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.